Hello, everyone. Sean here, and welcome to episode 200 of Logo History. Yep, that's right, guys. We have finally made it to the end of my Logo History series. And for this final episode, I am doing 10 logos. That's right, 10, which are the 9 requested logos that I chose, along with the logo history of Logopedia, which is the website where I get all of these logos for this series. And at the end of this episode, I will give some final remarks as well as explaining why I am ending this logo history series. But until then, sit back, relax, grab a snack or two, and enjoy the episode. First, we'll start off with Zayre. If you don't know what Zayre was, it was a chain of discount stores that operated in the eastern half of the United States from 1956 to 1990. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 1956 to 1963, we have Zayre Fabulous Department Stores in black text, and the Fabulous Department Stores text is in cursive. 1963 to 1968, the Fabulous Department Store's text has been removed. 1968 to 1971, the Fabulous Department Store's text has been brought back, except that it is now smaller and no longer in cursive, and the Zayre text has been squished. 1971 to 1976, we have a blue, white, and black shape, and next to that we have Zayre in black text. 1976 to 1989, we have an orange shape, and next to it we have Zayre in black text. And finally, 1989 to 1990, the font has changed and the shape has been redesigned. Next, we'll move on to Menchie's Frozen Yogurt. If you don't know what Menchie's Frozen Yogurt is, it is an American frozen yogurt chain company founded in 2007 based in the San Bernardino Valley, California area. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 2007 to unknown date in the 2000s. We have a little frozen yogurt dude, and next to him we have Menchie's in purple text with green outline, and the apostrophe in Menchie's is a thing of frozen yogurt, and below that we have frozen yogurt in white text with purple outline. And finally, unknown date in the 2000s to the present, the frozen yogurt guy has been shrunken. Next, we'll move on to Rede Graal. If you don't know what Rede Graal is, it is a network of roadside service stations and restaurants in Brazil. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 19 something to 1998, we have a road, and next to it we have Graal in gray text. And finally, 1998 to the present, we have a white letter G inside of a red oval, and there's two yellow lines around the oval, and below that we have Graal in red text. Next, we'll move on to Lover, the Taylor Swift album. If you don't know what Lover is, it is the 7th studio album by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 2019, we just have Lover in pink glittery text. Next, we'll move on to the Woohoos. If you don't know what the Woohoos is, it is an animated preschool series created by Snipple Originals. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 2024 to 2025, we just have the Woohoos in rainbow text. Next, we'll move on to Shrek. If you don't know what Shrek is, it is an American media franchise of DreamWorks Animation. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 1996, as a prototype logo, we have Shrek in yellow and green gradient text with light yellow outline, and it is in front of a black background. 2000, this was another prototype logo, so we have Shrek in green 3D text, and the S has those little ogre ear things, and it is also in front of a black background. 2000 to 2001 for the movie, and 2001 to the present for the franchise itself. We have Shrek in green text with yellow, just a yellow inside, and above that we have a white DreamWorks logo. And I changed the background to gray so you can see the white DreamWorks logo. And finally, 2010, basically the same thing except that there's a bit of black underneath the letters. Next, we'll move on to the New York Jets. If you don't know who the New York Jets are, they are a professional American football team based in the New York metropolitan area. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 1960 to 1962, we have a football player, and next to him we have the Titans of New York in black text and brown text with black outline. 1963, we have a green plane, and we have Jets in white text. Well, I guess it's supposed to be a jet, because Jets. 1964 to 1966, we have a green outline of a football with New York in white text with green outline, and in front of that we have Jets in green text with white outline, and below that we have a green football. 1967 to 1977, basically the same thing except that all the colors have been inverted. 1978 to 1997, we just have Jets in green text, and the letter J has a plane wing coming out of it. 1998 to 2019, we have a sort of dark green oval with NY in white outlined text and Jets in white text, and below that we have a white football. 2019 to 2024, we basically just have New York Jets in white text inside of a green oval, and below the E and T in Jets there is a white football. And finally, 2024 to the present, we have one of the older logos in white inside of a green football. Next, we'll move on to CBebbies. If you don't know what CBebbies is, it is a British free-to-air public broadcast children's television channel owned and operated by the BBC. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 2002 to 2023 as a primary logo, and 2023 to the present as a secondary logo. We have CBeebies in yellow and purple text with black outline, and below that we have the BBC logo. 2021 to 2023 as a primary logo, and 2023 to the present as a secondary logo. Now we have the newer BBC logo, and it's placed above the CBeebies text. And finally, 2023 to the present, the BBC logo has turned yellow and the text is now just yellow. Next, we'll move on to Coca-Cola Blak. If you don't know what Coca-Cola Blak is, it was a coffee-flavored soft drink introduced by Coca-Cola in 2006 and discontinued in 2008. And with that out of the way, let's get started. 2006 to 2008, we have a maroon Coca-Cola logo, and below that we have black spelt B-L-A-K in tan text, and the letter A has a line over it. And finally, to cap off this series once and for all, we are taking a look at the website where I get the information for all of these videos, Logopedia. Let's do it. If you don't know what Logopedia is, it is a collaborative database for logos and corporate branding. And for the last time, with that out of the way, let's get started. 2009 to 2010, we have a blue letter L and a green letter P, and below that we have Logopedia in blue and green text. 2010, the shading of both of the letters has changed, and the P is now placed below the L, and the Logopedia text has been moved to right next to the P, and the text font has also changed. 2010 to 2013, now the L and the P are connected with each other, and the text now has a different font. 2010, we just have Logopedia in black text with a little blue square near the A. 2010 to 2018, we just have Logopedia in black text. Yeah, they basically just got rid of the blue square. And finally, 2018 to the present, the font has changed. And there you have it. That is officially the end of my logo history series. Now, before this video ends, I just want to give a quick shout out to. Wait, no, this doesn't feel right. Give me a sec. You know, it feels weird revealing my face 5 years into this channel's lifespan. But anyway, you may be wondering, why am I ending logo history? Well, it's because of two reasons. First, in a month or two, I'll be starting high school, and I already know that high school is going to be some of the most hectic years of my life due to just the amount of work I'll have to do. And two, I just feel like I've outgrown logo history. 5 years ago, on July 12th, 2020, I started logo history when I was only 9 years old, and I was just recording off of my dad's phone, and I didn't speak in those earlier episodes or show my face because there was this other channel. It was called CamTGP, and his channel got terminated because he was like too young to own a channel, and I was just paranoid that that would happen to my channel as well. And that whole no speaking thing just continued until like 2022 when I moved on to the Acceleration channel, my second channel. But that didn't work, so I just decided to come back here and give logo history a proper ending, and here we are now. Anyway, we're done with that history lesson, don't worry. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Robert Lombardi for inspiring me to create this series. And And also I wanted to give a shout out to all the people who have requested logos for this series, especially a user by the name of AR Card, who was the very first person to request a logo all the way back in episode 1. He requested CNN and Tyne Tees, and I just gotta thank him so much for basically jump-starting my career. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. And of course, I have to give a shout out to Logopedia for finding all of these logos. So thank you, Logopedia, and all the people who work on the site to find all these logos. And also, if you are wondering what content I'm going to be uploading from now on, I'm not exactly sure, but the next video you can expect on this channel is Predicting Mario Kart X Part 4, which is going to be on what I got right and wrong. Sorry, and, but until then, thanks for watching the whole video, and thanks for watching this whole series, and have a fantastic day.